That's just the way it goes. Gotta go and give it all you go.
Welcome to another episode of Flexin on Financials. I am your host. My name is Nino Garafola. Before I get started today, I'm going to take this plant. I'm going to move this because I heard feedback on how this plant is upstaging me. So, now, what I want to talk about today is 4 important points of long-term sales success. Now, what I'm going to be going through is not necessarily how to sell quickest and most volume, because there's a lot of ways that you can sell quickly and have more volume, but what we want to focus on today is long-term success in sales. Not the quick sale, the long-term and ethical success that you can have in selling. What's really important to know is that your reputation precedes you. So in order to follow that long-term success plan, you need to make sure that your reputation is intact. Number 1, believe in your product. You have to believe in what you sell, and you have to believe that it can change somebody for the better. And if you don't believe in your product, you will not sell, and you will not sell well long term. Number 2, be an expert. You need to be an expert in your product. There is no getting around if you know your product, if you know your service, or if you don't know your product and you don't know your service. Experts can talk technically all day. It's very important to be able to talk technically. So you have to be able to talk technically all day. But the real experts can explain technical workings in very simple terms, so that the most advanced person can understand to the most basic person to be able to understand. And you need to be able to do this without being condescending. So it's a very, very important tactic, knowing your customer and being able to be an expert and being comfortable that you're an expert. Now, you have to know your product, you have to study your product, and you have to display comfort and confidence when you're in front of that customer, being able to know that you know your product and exemplifying that confidence. When you recommend something, you need to display that 100% confidence that what you have is going to solve the problem for the customer. It's not just important knowing it, but it's important that you know that it's going to solve your client's problem. Number 3, be yourself. Don't ever act like somebody else in front of your client or your potential customer. It's very important that you are real. There is nothing worse than being in front of a salesperson who's acting like how they think you want to be. You can be excited, but you have to be real. You have to be 100% real. Do not front. It is very important to be yourself. People can see through phoniness. That is the number 1 issue with a lot of business people, is that they are not themselves and they put on a phony act. Be yourself, don't be phony. Some people will like who you are, some people won't, but if you act like yourself, I guarantee you, you will have a loyal following. And finally, the most important point, and it's kind of ironic, don't sell. I'm just telling you, how do we sell? I'm saying don't sell. What you need to do is you need to educate your customer. You need to consult your customer. You need to tell them what their best fit is. You need to make sure that it's a fit for both you and the customer. If you find out that it's a fit for both of you, great. If you find out that it's not, be real. Tell them. They say the hungry salesperson never eats, and that is absolutely true, because when you are trying to make a sale, just for the sake of making a sale, for the sake of trying to get money, people look at you like a cheap trick instead of the professional. People need to look at you as the professional. People need to look at you like you know what you're talking about, that you're an expert. If you're an expert, you have confidence in yourself. You're trying not to sell, you're trying to consult them, you're trying to make sure that it's a great fit. If you make sure that you are that professional, people will respect you and you will have long-term success in sales. So let's look at our bottom line. Our bottom line is that people buy feelings. People buy emotions, and people want to have their welfare improved. People want to be inspired. People don't want to be sold, people want to be inspired. So inspire your potential clients. Now, if you follow these 4 points, believe in your product. You must believe in it. You must believe that it's the right solution. 2, be an expert. If you're an expert. 3, be yourself. If you are yourself. And number 4, if you are not selling to your customers, I guarantee you your sales ratio will increase and your long-term sales will skyrocket. Follow these for the success. I will catch you on another Flexin on Financials.